Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we're doing a quick review for Reacher Season 2. Amazing show. I love the first season of Reacher. By the way, I also love the two Tom Cruise movies of Reacher. I love those movies quite a bit. In fact, I'm wanting to rewatch them sometime pretty soon and do reviews for them because I haven't done the reviews. I do have the DVDs over here. You can also stream it. And I know a lot of people didn't want basically to have Tom Cruise because he's not that intimidating of an actor. But I thought he did the job pretty well, and he isn't as big and bulky as the character is supposed to be. And Alan Ritchson, who plays Reacher in the television series, is way more authentic to the role that they actually have him in that particular in the novel series. One second, there's something is popped up. This time, because one of his he was part of, Reacher was part of or rather I should say, he commanded the 111th MP Special Investigation Unit in the military. Is the team that he commanded in the army, and after a lot of success, they finally had this drug bust that went kind of a little bit ruffled some feathers, and then it was then disbanded. Everybody went their own way. Pretty soon Reacher left the military and started being the life of a drifter, but he's got an amazing pull in the military still, and he can get away with killing people and gets people to help him out as well, the authorities to help him out as well. So the other three, of course, the other main characters are Maria Sten, who returns as Frances Neagley, and joining them in this season are two other former members of the 110th. Serinda Swan, who plays Carla Dixon, who's a forensic accountant now, and family man and almost like a merc with the mouth, Sean Sipos, who is the comedic relief and the wisecracker. He plays O'Donnell, who is, it doesn't really say, he's known for his switchblade as well as the, what do you call those, brass knuckles? Yeah, so that's it. So when they find out that one of their former members, their family, as it's normally always said, Calvin France, he was working for this organization, for this company, which is a private sector company, but they do a lot of military tech for the American military. He was killed, so he was thrown out of a helicopter. His legs were broken, and they'd see the signs of torture, and that he was murdered. Was thrown out of the helicopter, found in the woods, in the snow, and nobody knows who killed him. And then pretty soon, three others of the 110, Sanchez, Orozco, and Swan, they were also missing, presumed to be dead. Since the team is being picked off one by one, Carla Dixon, not Carla Dixon, Neagley is the one who actually alerts Reacher to the fact that that the death has happened. So they join back forces in New York and then go and see O'Donnell and then Carla. They all four of them join forces, and they do their own investigation into the shadowy arms dealing setup of the company, led by the head of security, who Calvin was actually reporting to. Calvin was the deputy head of security, and Shane Langston, played by Robert Patrick, who's much older, but of course he is very, very intimidating still. Plays a good villain, head of security for this private defense contractor, so they have the investigation. There's a lot of good stuff, a lot of fights, a lot of scenes. Carla had feelings for Reacher, and it was mutual. But he never acted upon it because he was basically her boss, her commanding officer. And now, however, yes, they do. So in the series, they do actually get together. Of course, it doesn't last long because she goes back to regular life, whereas he is happier being a drifter. So he's not going to actually come into anything. There's also Dominic Lombardozzi, who plays a a tough but honest NYPD detective Guy Russo who clashes with Reacher and his team initially, but they're basically all looking for the same thing. They're looking for who killed these people, and he manages to get their trust. He trusts them a little bit as well, but unfortunately he's killed saving a young girl. Um, yeah, there's a lot of awesome things in this. To be honest, a lot of great fight scenes, a lot of gunshots and all those things. Um, what else? A lot of good music. There's a lot of Talking Heads and Jefferson Airplane's White Rabbit in this movie as well. Yeah, there's also some flashbacks to when they were in the 110th, which, to be honest, were the least favorite part of my of the series. I felt that jumping back and forth in quite a bit just kind of stalls the momentum, and instead, maybe we should have had a series where they focus on their time as 110, doing some of the cases that they were very successful for, and I think that would have been actually much better. What else? So, oh yeah, a few people. Christina Cox, who's been in several television shows and series that I've watched quite over the years. She plays this mom who helps them out. Initially, she's actually scared for her life, but then they help them out. She's got a young daughter. That's the young girl who the cop basically ends up saving and then gets killed at the end. But I also don't understand the character of Reacher in one sense. Like, he's just, I know his freedom is one thing, but he basically just walks around with just a toothbrush. You need basically you're not a silverback gorilla that's just roaming around the forest. You need to have a base. You need to have some kind of things. Of course, he's getting his pension, so he's got money to drink beer and have some food and all that stuff. But basically, yeah. So that's about the series. It's this particular series. It's, like I mentioned, it's really really good. Got all the things, corrupt cops, the shady deals that happen, a little bit of politics with a shady is he a senator or something like that. All of those things, put together, the fight scenes, the end scenes. The last the last episode is pretty awesome, by the way. It's got a lot of things happening at one time, but it's really worth it. I completely love this series. This season gets a 9 out of 10. It's, like I said, only thing that was drawing me back was the back and forth going in the time distance and all that stuff, the flashback. So that's about it. For me, I give it a 9 out of 10 for this particular season. It's like I mentioned, it's a little bit more better than the first one, and can't wait for more episodes more seasons and episodes of Reacher. Bye.